Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Follow the Dogie. Today, we are going to be talking about how to build strong and resilient knees. Waffles is going to be helping me with some demonstrations. We are going to do our best to show you a couple games that you can play tug with. Sometimes that one is more into TREATS than toys. So we'll see how it goes, but we're going to do our best. The the first thing that I want to share with you is my favorite posture for building strong knees, which is Virasana. I'm going to go back on my blue mat so that you can see more of a contrast between my legs and the mat, because I know it's hard to kind of see what my legs are doing when we're on this black mat. So let me bring you a little bit closer. And here we are. So the first thing we want to do to come to Virasana or Hero's Pose is to come down on your knees and bring your legs all the way together. All right. And then you're going to step your feet just wide of your hips so that if you were to lower all the way down, your hips would sink right in between your heels. All right. So what that does is it allows your knees to extend fully to the end of their natural range of motion, because when we're just sitting on our knees in like this typical standard thunderbolt pose, there's a lot of muscle in between our femur and our tibia, the bones that are inside our legs, which means that our knees can't fully contract because they're blocked. So when we step our feet apart, it allows our bum to go all the way down to either the ground. Block the light. Come on. There we go. Or some kind of a support, whether that's a block, which I just realized my block is in my bedroom, or I like to use a tug toy, which is why my block is in my bedroom, because I don't always have it in my studio. And I'm always sitting on a toy. So that lifts your bum up to where everything just kind of feels natural. Like you don't have to push too hard. You feel that contraction in your knees, but it's not uncomfortable. It's a nice feeling. You feel that extension in your ankles. Again, it feels very nice. If it feels painful at all, hold your toy again or get another cushion or block and sit up a little higher. We don't need to push our body past its limits. We don't want to do that. We want our body to get in the habit of trusting us, essentially. We want our nerves to trust our brain when we give it orders. We want our whole nervous system to feel safe. And the more that we practice within our natural range of motion, then the more that we're going to be practicing that habit and programming our brain to feel safe, to feel comfortable, and to trust our direction. Because we control our brain. Our brain doesn't have to control us, but it will if you don't let it feel safe. So that's how we practice Virasana. From here, if you want to rise up a little taller, a good hit that's going to be beneficial as well. A good way to do that is to bring your hands to the mat on either side of your hips and press down as you inhale. You'll feel your spine extend, and you'll feel your whole body, your core, move straight upwards, which helps to train your body and your mind as to how to move in that upward direction without accidentally going backwards, forwards, arching. We're just rising straight up, and pressing into the mat is a really great way to build that habit. So press into the mat, nice and tall, and exhale, relax. All right. So now that you know how to practice Virasana, which is my favorite posture for building strong knees, I want to talk to you about why it's my favorite posture here. I know that we all love to see Waffles. She's taking a little nappy right now, but I know when I say PLAY, she's going to get really excited. First, I want to tell you why this is my favorite posture for building strong and resilient knees, though, because not only does it keep your knees in flexion as far as they can go, or as far as is comfortable for them to go, which in itself builds strength through your knees. It also builds flexibility in your ankles. It builds strength and supports the arches of your feet. All of these things are going to have an effect on your knees, especially because when your feet are not doing so great, when they're cramped all the time and they don't get a chance to really exercise and move the muscles within them like they should, then that's going to affect the stability of your ankle. And that continues to go up. The stability of your ankle, the muscles that stabilize your ankle are going to stabilize your leg and keep it supported in the direction that it needs to go. Without that stability, your leg's going to veer off to the sides, and that's going to put more pressure on your knees. Over time, the more that you're walking around with weak ankles, weak feet, and tight hips, your knees are going to be collecting all of that pressure and getting worn down a lot faster than they should. Really, they should be getting stronger over time because we should be exercising them and building strength in them. And that doesn't mean we need to set aside time to exercise with them. No. You are perfect. I wasn't saying that to you. You are perfect. What we need to do is we need to start to recognize the postures that harm our bodies and the postures that help our bodies. And we need to recognize how we can move between postures when it's beneficial. So what do I mean by that? Every posture within your natural range of motion is not bad. Every posture that you can hold within your natural range of motion can be incredibly beneficial. But when you're doing one thing all the time, then that's where things start to go wrong because you're only supporting one muscle group. So moving between postures is really important. Recognizing the postures that strengthen and stretch certain parts of your body is also important because you can start to recognize when things are going wrong in your body, when you need a little bit more help with certain muscles. So Virasana is phenomenal for knee health because you're supporting the muscles and joints and good girl that support your knees, but you're also building strength in your knees. And I also want to show you how your animal can help with this posture. There's a couple different ways, but we're going to start with a play game, and then we'll come back at the end of today's class to show you a trick you can teach them too. Waffles, are you ready? Play. Set. Play. Get it. Rise up and down while you play tug with your dog. Good girl. Ready? Set. Get it. Get it. And stop. Sit. Love that stretch, honey, but that's not what I asked. Walk. Back. And sit. Good girl, stay. Okay, so while you're playing tug with your dog, let me move you over here because she kind of took our space, didn't she? So while you're playing tug with your dog, we're gonna be in Virasana. Here, let me demonstrate using a prop because I know that when you're practicing this for the first few times, I really want you to use a prop. The only reason that I am not is because I have been playing this game all week long, and so I don't feel any sort of engagement or exciting feelings or anything when my hips are this high. Because after doing this game for a week, my range of motion has lengthened. For you at home, since this is likely your first time playing this game, I do want you to have a block or something sitting underneath your butt so that you're not going to accidentally go past your natural range of motion while you're playing the game. Most of your attention is going to be on your dog, on the game of tug. And I want you to be able to support that. I want you to be able to have fun with your dog and just play and have fun and not think about what your body is doing, because it should be coming naturally. So you'll sit on a block, and while you're playing tug with your dog, we are going to demonstrate this, but I know that Waffles gets frustrated with me if I'm talking to anyone other than her while I'm playing. So we'll demonstrate this in just a moment. While you're playing with your dog, rise up as high as you can using your quads here. You'll also feel your hip flexors working a little bit. If you can come all the way up, awesome. If you can come this far up, awesome. The whole point of this is to exercise your knees, to pull them into flexion and to pull them slightly out of flexion and then back all the way into flexion. You're also going to be pressing into the tops of your feet, using the strength in your ankles and feet to lift you as well. So you'll lift and then tuck your toes and come back down. All right, just as far as you can. We're not going to be pushing past our natural range of motion. We're just kind of using this stretch. Got a little fur ball on me. We're just using our weight here to stretch our ankles a little bit and then rise back up and bring your tops of your feet back down to the mat. Excuse me. So one more time, I want to demonstrate that for you. And at any point, if any part of your body feels uncomfortable or sore, leave that part out. That I only want you to take what fits and is beneficial to you. Everyone's body is different, and we're all starting from different places. Like as we grow, then our discomforts, our tightnesses, and everything within our body also is going to develop very differently. So be mindful not to exceed your natural range of motion. If when you get here and you try moving down here, this is not comfortable or it feels wrong in your body, then just stick to having your feet, the tops of your feet against the mat, and vice versa. If this feels right in your body, with your hips a little higher maybe, but having the tops of your feet down doesn't feel right, just listen to your body. I'm here to teach you what movements are available and new ways to move, but your body is your real teacher. All right. So I am going to go ahead and come back to Virasana here. We'll go ahead and scoot you guys back so that you can watch how we play this game. Feel free to rewind the video so that you can rewatch that demonstration of how I'm lifting my body and lowering it. All right, Waffles, are you ready? Honey pie, are you ready? Set, play. Play. Oh, you got an itch? Got you. I got you. Oh, ready? Get it. Waffles. Play. Tug. Can you get it from me? She's going to go tell me to feed her. Right. No, honey, we're not doing food right now. We are going to play. Now, if they aren't super engaged with playing tug with this game, there's a couple things you can do. Waffles, no. Good girl. Come. Bed. Waffles, what did I say? No. You be disobedient? Mama said bed. Do you want to lay down with me right here? That's as far as I need you. Sit. Thank you. Thank you, puppy pie. You've got a little booty. You've got a little booty. All right. So if they're not super engaged, there's two things you can do. You can do a trick version where they offer you their weight, which I will show you in a little bit. Or you can start with another game and work down to something more static, because dogs respond to your body language. So if you can do something a little more active to start, you can always come back down to this, which brings me to the other exercise that I wanted to show you guys today, which is side lunges. And this is one of my favorite things to do to warm up in the mornings and kind of wind down in the evenings, because it builds strength and flexibility in your hips, which directly impacts your knee health. Your knee mobility and reducing knee pain is going to be improved tenfold if you're moving your knee through flexion and extension while stretching out your hips, because tight hips are also going to hold your leg in not really a beneficial place. You can, depending on which muscles connected to your hips are tight, it can be turning your legs inward or outward. And that is going to cause your knees to, again, not be in beneficial alignment, just even while you're standing. That's going to cause them to be building up more pressure, holding more of your weight than they need to. And that's going to cause them to wear down faster. Hi, sweetie. Are you ready, play? You want to do big tug chase? Give me a kiss. Yeah, you want to do big tug chase? You do want to? Give me a kiss. Yeah. All right. Sit up. Sit up. Good girl. Wait. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and back you guys up. Stay, Waffles. So that we've got lots of room to play and Waffles doesn't feel constrained whatsoever. That's another good tip for while you're playing with your dog. Now, since our knees were in such extreme flexion, we do want to make sure that we kind of loosen them up. We don't want to be pushing them all the way into extension right away. So we're going to go ahead and loosen them up, since our dog was not as engaged in our more static game. So we weren't able to do the rise and fall as much. All right. You will be able to tell though, when your knees feel a little more loose, and then we can go ahead and start. So for a side lunge, there's a couple ways that you can come into it. Since we're already on our knees with our legs together, I'm going to show you how to transition from here. So go ahead and bring your hands to the mat in front of you, and then step one foot out to the side. Your hands are going to be bearing a good amount of your weight, so you have room to experiment here and kind of play with moving your knee towards that foot. And then push into the mat so that you're bringing a lot of your weight there. Waffles, stand. Good girl. Yeah. And stretch your other leg out to the side, like so. All right, ready? And then, Waffles. Get behind me. Here, baby. Behind. And then as you play tug, you're going to be moving. All right, sweetie, back here. Back. Good girl. Stay. As you're playing tug, you're going to be moving from side to side. You don't need to lift your hands off the ground. You're going to clearly need to hold the toy with one hand, but you can keep that hand on the ground, move it from side to side, use the toy that you're holding even to regain your balance at any point of time, and just play with it and just have fun. All right, Waffles, you ready? Set. Oh, snapples. You can't get that toy, can you? Can you get that toy? Oh, my goodness. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh, you're so strong. You're so strong. Oh, so strong. Whoa. How you get that strong? How you do that? Let me see. Let me see that toy. Let me see it. Let me see. Oh, man. Waffles. Oof. Oof. uh, and as you start to build strength and your body craves more movement, you can take both hands off the mat. And then come to Virasana. And up and down. And up and down. And up. And down. And down. Oh, wild beast. Wild beast. If your legs slip apart like you saw mine just do, just bring them back together. Adjustments are part of the game. Aren't they, Waffles? Are adjustments part of the game? Yeah? Make sure if you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the chat or the comments if you're watching the replay. Good girl. You want to do more? You want to do more tug? Yes, you do. All right, ready? Set. Tug, 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 tug. Oh, man. Tug, 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 tug. Oh, tug, tug. Whoa, wild. Tug, tug, tug. Whoa, wild dog. Oh. When you're playing tug with your dog, make sure that you do not strain your muscles by trying to make it a competition. They are a resistance factor, and you guys are playing a game, kind of like having a conversation. So I'm pulling Waffles' weight around, but once she starts tugging, I either let go or go limp. Is it time to do a trick? Does puppy want to do a trick? Give me a kiss. Or do you want to do more tug? You want to do more tug? Give kiss. Yes, more tug. Okay, come here. Let's teach our friends another game. Waffles, get your butt over here. Over here. Ready? Sit. Good girl. Oh, gosh. Do you have an itch? Yeah, right there. Yeah. Oh, goodness me. Oh, goodness me. Goodness me, puppy. All right, sit. Waffles. What did I say? I'm going to say sit. Now. Thank you. Good girl. So the other game that we like to play to build strength and resilience in our knees is booty and balance, which is a huge game that for hip flexors and for overall hip health, which is something we'll talk about next week. But for this week, I'm just going to give you kind of a general overview. We're going to start in a low lunge, all right? And then here, if you want to move into a low crescent lunge, you create space for your pet to balance here. Otherwise, you can tug. Yes, honey, we are going to. I'm telling our friends how first. And then you tuck your back toe. I think here you'll be able to see better. Okay. So then you tuck your back toe and you lift into a high lunge while you're still tugging or while your pet is resting their weight here. It doesn't matter. Then you can straighten your leg. You're in pyramid, you're still tugging, and come back down. Through that, you have brought your knee into flexion and extension. You have done the same. You have brought your ankle all the way from dorsiflexion to plantar flexion, and you have moved your hips from flexion to extension. So you're really moving all of your body through the sagittal plane of motion, which is the forwards and backwards one, kind of like Sagittarius arrow. So that's what I'm going to demonstrate with Waffles next. Take a quick drink of water. Hydration is key to building healthy muscles. All right, you ready? More tug. Okay, I'm just going to get in a low lunge. And we're going to start, and we're going to ready, set, tug, 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 tug. Good girl, tug, tug, toe, and rise up. Good girl. Back and straighten into pyramid. Bring her around, rah, rah. Back down into low lunge. Yes, good girl. And switch legs. Rah, toe, toe. Whoa, so wild. Toe, toe. Oh, bring her around. Straighten. Rah, rah. Oh, pyramid. Back down. Whoa, so wild. How you get that wild? Yes, so wild. So wild. Oh, so wild. Did you defeat me? Oh my goodness. What a wild dog. Wild. 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 Whoa, you're so wild. Wild. Wild dog. Good girl, so wild. Good girl, wild. Oh, oh, oh. How you get that strong? How you get that strong? Also, little side note, using your body as you move through these postures, using your body language to communicate with your dog. Come on, there we go. Using your body language to communicate with your dog as you move through these postures is super beneficial for both of you. Your dog is going to be more engaged. They're going to have a lot more fun. They're more likely to put in more effort and get more exercise themselves. And you are creating more dynamic movement throughout your own body, which is creating a lot more flexion and extension. We are creating more, good girl. We are creating more engagement and relaxation. All of those things are happening as we use our body to communicate with our animals. Do you want more tug? Kisses, more tug. You ready for tricks? Kisses for tricks. Tricks for treats? Is that what you want? Yeah. All right. All right. So now we're going to do zooks. Does puppy want zooks? Give me a kiss. Yeah, I thought so. So now we're going to go ahead and grab a couple treats. I forgot to grab some produce from the fridge, and we are staying committed to staying in the studio today. So I have some treats here. For occasions such as these when I forget to grab treats. These are each 3 calories, I believe. So I'm going to go ahead and grab 10 of them. 4, 6, 8, 10. That way I'm not using more than half of the calories that Waffles is allotted for treats today. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and move our toy back out of our way. And then I'll bring you back down to the mat with me because we're going to show you how to play our hero hops is what I call this game. Because Virasana translates to hero posture. Waffles, get back. And we're going to be moving up and down. All right, ready, Waffles? So this is one you do want to make sure that you balance by doing on both sides. Back. Good. So you come to Virasana and bring one bicep into flexion. Waffles, back and pause. Ask for your animal's weight, up and down. Good girl. Yes, you are earning it, and back. Off. Good. Yes. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Waffles, over here. Pause. Nope, back. Ready? Pause. Good girl. Stay. Earning it. Remember, move your knees together if they slip apart. Good girl. Rise up nice and tall through your abdomen to support this whole movement through your posterior chain. And back and up. Good girl. Oh, thank you. Now, if you have a smaller animal who can't reach up here, 2 things you can do. If they are small enough for you to comfortably hold them like a weight and just up and down. Same thing. And if they are not small enough to where you can hold, but they're not big enough to where they can comfortably reach your bicep like this, you can still play this game with them. You can have them on your lap because then you have your quads supporting them. You've got your quadricep muscle group right here. So you can have them on your lap. You can support them like this as you lift just slightly. You don't want them rolling off. That's why you want to support them here. And you don't want them flipping upside down or to the side. That's why you're not going to go as high if your pet is more in that in-between weight height zone. Now, for side lunges, good girl. What we're going to do is very similar to you might have seen us practice warrior in some of our shorts or practice jumping over the moon. We're going to have our animal rest their weight on our bent leg. Waffles, bed. That one. She has lots of beds in the house, so that's kind of a confusing cue. Sit. Stay. All right. Now, in our play, we have shifted our mat. That's something that I'm sure that you will experience as well. So we're going to go ahead and make sure that my legs aren't going to feel strained. I don't want to be overzealous with my knees here. So just make sure that they can comfortably move in and out of extension before we move into this side lunge. All right, so now from here, we're moving one leg out to the side, hands down here, stretch the other leg out, all right? Now, if you can get your leg all the way pointed this way, cool. If it just goes a little bit forward, that's okay. Just make sure that you're supporting that with your foot. You don't want your knee to be drifting way off to the side. You want your foot underneath it to support it. So if your knee still comes kind of close to you, make sure your foot does too. And then Waffles, come over here. Good girl, yes. And then you can have your pet right there. Do a little bouncy bounce here, just to kind of remind your muscles what they're doing. And off. Good girl. Come over here, please, so our friends can see. And then come over to the other side. Waffles, jump. Good job. Pause. Good. Oh, both pause, honey. Pause. There you go. Good girl. So we're creating flexion and resistance on both sides. Off. Good girl. You're going to go ahead and come back to neutral so I can give my dog a treat. And then jumping over the moon is very similar. Come over here, babies. Waffles, over here, honey. How about bed? What did I say? Bed. Good girl, yes. So very similar. We're going to come down to that low lunge that we started in for booty and balance, which we'll show you another variation of booty and balance next week. Go ahead and lengthen that, extend that back knee as far as you can, flex your front knee as much as you can. And in doing so, you're also going to be putting your front ankle more as much into dorsiflexion as is comfortable, and your back ankle as much into plantar flexion as possible. So you'll press that back ankle into the ground, extend that back knee as much as you can, flex that front knee as much as you can, and then ask for your pet's weight as you move your arms over you. Waffles. Now, the first couple times you might go toppling over, which is totally fine. It's part of the fun and part of the game. And then when you're ready, you'll ask your dog to jump like that. Waffles, come on. That's right. And big jump. Whoa, look at you jumping over the moon. Go over there, please. Just concentrate. When you come back, see if you can get your hip to line up over your knee while you straighten your front knee as much as you can. And then come back and switch sides. Waffles, come. I have another one, honey. Good girl. All right, ready? Waffles. Yes, pause. Good girl, wait. And big jump. Good girl. Over here. Good girl. Yes. Does anyone have any questions about overall knee pain, discomfort, building strong knees, what it takes to build strong knees, or how your animal can help you in this journey or in your wellness journey overall? If you do, drop your questions in the chat or go ahead and drop them in the comments if you're watching the replay, and I am happy to answer any questions that you have. Waffles, come here. Come here. No, here. Good girl. Pause. Pause. Yes, good girl. Good girl, yes. Good job. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope that you enjoyed today's class and found it to be helpful. If you did, please make sure that you hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and also make sure that you share this video with a friend and comment if you can. Ready? Back. Good girl. This side. Waffles, this side. Pause. Good girl. Off. Good girl. All done. All done. Yay. You ready to make breakfast? Yeah. We'll see you guys next week for another animal-assisted yoga class.